Good morning, students. Today we will continue with exercise number 6. So we should know about what is meant by a transversal and what is meant by vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Now I'll draw two straight lines here. It is one straight line. It is another straight line. So what is happening is two lines are meeting at one point. Two lines should be denoted with small letters. It is small l, it is small m. Okay, point should be denoted with a capital letter. Now means if it is a point, so two lines meeting at one point means this point you can denote with capital letter. You should not denote this point anywhere on line, segment, line, anywhere, ray. Point should be denoted with capital letter. Lines should be denoted with small letters. Okay. Now two lines intersected at one point means how many angles you can see. See, it is one ray, it is one ray. These two rays are there or not? Are meeting at one point. One origin is there. So two rays are having same vertex. Means one angle will be formed here. And again this is one ray, this is another ray. Two rays, one angle will be formed here. Like this, how many angles are formed here means you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can call this angle as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So two lines, if they meet at one point, four angles were formed. Now in these four angles, we if we know two angles, we can find out the other. Okay, so if you know one angle also, we can find out the remaining three. How means I'll say to you. So L is one straight line. Okay, angle 1 and angle 2 are called which angles means they are called linear pair, because 1 plus 2 gives a angle on at one point. For one line at one point, the total angle is 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180, because linear pair. Angle 3 and angle 4 also linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 4 also linear pair. So on one line, total angle upside or downwards, it is 180 degrees, straight line. Okay. Now what we should understand is angle 1 and angle 3 are opposite to each other. This is point. Angle 1 and angle 3 are called vertically opposite angles. Angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. See how they are there, you have to remember. So we should not say angle 1 and angle 2 are vertically opposite angles. 1 and 2 are not vertical. So if two lines, it has to meet like this. Now angle 2 and angle 4. See, angle 2 and angle 4 are also vertically opposite angles. So two lines meeting at one point means two pairs of vertically opposite angles will come. Angle 1, how much it is there, angle 3 also will be same. Angle 2, how many degrees angle is there, angle 4 also will be same. So these two are called vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now basing on this, one exercise, say number 6 is there. So we'll see this one. I'll draw the diagram for first question here. So what is first question? See it. Name two pairs of vertically opposite angles in the figure. They drawn here one figure. That figure I am drawing here. So one straight line is given like this, and one more straight line is given like this. Only one ray is given here. To confuse you, they given one ray, that's it. That's nothing else. He given points. Wherever point is there, capital letters are there. See, O, arrow marks are there here like this. Okay. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So what is AB means? AB is a line. What is CD means? CD is a line. What is OE? It is a ray. So vertically opposite angles you have to write it. Two pairs. So vertically see we can't say angle 1 is a vertical opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles always will be pairs. Pair means two angles you have to say which are vertically opposite angles. Now if you take BOC, see, imagine here CD and AB are two lines. So here this entire is one angle, this is one angle, this entire is one angle, it is one angle. So two lines. This OE, forget about this we don't want it. Now it is like a previous one which I explained to you. Same like this, two lines. Here one line, four angles formed. So here one line, four angles formed. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 I kept it, but here without naming that angle we can name like with points also. AOC. I am writing here, see how I am writing, angle AOC. This is symbol for angle. Okay. So AOC angle and COA angle are equal. COA also this angle will come. AOC also this angle will come. So angle AOC, and for this AOC angle opposite is what here? Very good. BOD. Angle BOD is one pair of vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angle. Here total angle, here total angle. So this OE we don't want it. Angle BOD. BOD means this entire angle. BOD you can write as DOB also. AOC you can write as COA also. Okay. But they are not different. So don't write again AOC and BOD, COA and DOB. But because these two will be equal only. Two pairs he asked. So AOC, COA you should not write. Now come for another angle. BOC. Angle BOC and COB are equal only. Angle BOC. And for this opposite is this one. This is AOD. Angle AOD is another pair of vertical opposite angles. Another pair of vertically opposite angles. So these two are one pair, these two are one pair. So OE, why he given? To confuse you he given, that's it. Okay. So you should identify which are vertically opposite angles. If two lines are straight lines, okay, then vertically opposite angles 100% they will be equal. Now if you go for second question, what he given, we'll see it. Find the measure of x, y and z without actually measuring them. So how you can measure angles means, in geometry box compass will be there, protractor will be there, okay, divider, like some instruments we will have. In that, with protractor we can find the angles. Okay. So practically it has to be shown for you how to measure the angle, but he is saying that don't measure by using protractor. Protractor will be a device, mathematical instrument which will be there in geometry box. It will be like in D shape, and 0, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 90 up to 180 it will be. Now the figure which he given, I'll draw again. Two straight lines. It is one straight line, again it is another straight line. Two lines given here, two are meeting at one point here. This angle he kept as y, this angle he kept as z, this angle is given as 160, This angle is given as x. So how to measure these angles? Just we have to come to know about it. What I said is vertically opposite angles are equal. First identify vertically opposite angles. 160 is there. For 160 this x and z are adjacent. See, in your class some they will sit beside of you. So for 160 x is just beside. It's not opposite. For 160 z also beside, adjacent. But I want opposite. So 160 ki for 160 opposite angle is y here. So here y is equals to 160. You can write it. Since vertically opposite angles are equal. So y is equal to 160, you got it. Next one, x is equal to z. So you can write x is equal to z. Since y vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle x how much it will be there, angle z also will be same. Now on one line, just I already said to you, that is if you take one straight line like this, if you keep anywhere one point, here the angle is 180 degrees. Straight angle. This 180 degrees is called straight angle. If you keep any ray like this, these two forms linear pair. Already we discussed in the previous exercise linear pair. Sum must be 180. Like that. Now if you see, if it is one line, this becomes ray or not? So y plus z becomes how much here? 180. And if it is a line, this x and 160 becomes what? Linear pair. Okay. So like that, not only x and 160, you can say x and y and z and 160. Because it is a line. Z and 160 forms what? Linear pair. So on line one ray is there. This ray divides the two angles, and these two angles must be 180. On one line, if you draw a ray, this ray divides the entire angle into two angles. They are called, that angles are said to be called linear pair. Okay. Now x plus 160 is equal to 180 you can write, or z plus 160 is equal to 180 you can write. X plus 160 means you are taking this line and this is the angle and it is 180. Z plus 160 if you are taking, you are not taking this line, you are taking this line. You can write L and M. So M is a line and x and 160 forms linear pair. So angle x and angle 160 forms linear pair. So x plus 160 is equal to how much here? 180. I want the value of x. Bring plus 160 to this side. 180 minus 160. From 180, if you subtract 160, you are getting 20. X value how much you got here? 20. If x is 20, z becomes how much here? 20 only. If this is 160, y becomes how much here? 160. He asked to find x, y and z. X is 20, y is 160, z is 20. So we found all the angles. So if two lines are intersected at one point, if you know one angle, you can find out the remaining three. Now third question gives some examples of vertically opposite angles in your surroundings. So do you know about scissors or not? Scissors, how it will be there? At center one nut will be there, and to hold fingers you have some round like structures will be there this side. That side scissors for cutting will be there. So if you see two straight lines will be there or not? There vertically opposite angles will be formed. Like that in day-to-day life, where you will observe these vertically opposite angles, just you have to name them, that's it. Okay. Third question is completed. Now we will go for what is meant by a transversal. Okay, what is meant by transversal, and we will go for next exercise. Angles made by a transversal. So it is very important for your higher classes. So in transversal you have some pairs of angles will be there. I'll go somewhat deeply in this. Okay, now two lines I'm drawing here. It is one line, it is another line, it is another line. Now how many lines I drawn on the paper? Total 3 lines I drawn on the paper. What are they? L, M, N. L, M, N. Okay. So if you want to denote like a points, what you have to do is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I'm writing here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Every point I denoted with capital letter. That's it. Why I denoted the points? You can write the angle here. Angle AHF. If I said this angle will come. So here, what is transversal? The spelling is like this. Transversal. So transversal means it is a line. It should intersect two other lines at two different points. Then this line is said to be called transversal. Now see here, N is one line. N is intersecting line L at H, line M at G. Means one line is intersecting two other lines at two different points. Then N is said to be called transversal. So this transversal makes how many angles? So one transversal, if it is there, how many angles it will be formed means at one intersection point 4 angles will be there here. At another intersection point is there, so again 4 angles will be there. Means how many total angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total how many angles are formed with a transversal means you have to say 8 angles are formed with a transversal. So here these angles, see 2 and 3 are vertically opposite angles, already we came to know about it. 1 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. Like 6 and 7 are vertically opposite angles. 5 and 8 are vertically opposite angles. So always vertically opposite angles are equal because it is one line, it is another line. Intersected means 4 lines will be there. 2 pairs of vertically opposite angles will be formed. Okay. So transversal makes four angles at one point, 4 angles at another point, because transversal means it has to intersect two other lines at two distinct points. Okay, now remaining class we'll see in the next class. Okay, remaining problem.